What's up, my friends, my viewers, and whoever the hell is watching this video? It's Tryaniss here with some private server PvP for you guys on my Fire Mage, who I am currently working on getting the custom gear on the Zhyper WoW private server that my past two videos have been all about. I figured I'd go ahead and get some action so you guys could truly see what the server was like. In this game, I'm going to be going in some Eye of the Storm with, obviously, an alliance, a Fire Mage from this server. Keep in mind, this is not Cataclysm, so it's a little bit different. The way things work are a little bit different, but all in all, great game. I ended up going 17-1, but you'll see how that all goes down. There are a couple of things I wanted to go ahead and discuss instead of going over the gameplay, because I know that you're watching the video, so what the hell, why should I go ahead and go over the gameplay? If I stop and start talking about something within the gameplay, please just bear with me. But majority of the things are off topic towards the gameplay. First thing is definitely my leave of absence, if you will. I know that I was gone for a couple of months at the time, and there are a couple of reasons behind that. I figured I'd go ahead and explain myself, not in too much grave detail, but just enough that you guys understand. One of the biggest things is that I am 18 years old. I am out of high school. I graduated back in June, and I've been searching for a job ever since. It has been a pain in the ass to find a job. But luckily for me today, as I am currently recording this video, I have a job interview. So I figured I'd go ahead and commentate this video before I put it up. Another thing is that I've been helping out with my family. I've been helping out with chores, amongst other things that need to be done, because I've got a lot going on stress-wise that my parents really could use the help with. So obviously I wasn't going to tell them no, and so I've been helping them out with that, especially with my father out of work. He currently, and has for a while, been sick, so he's been out of work. So with my mom being the only one working, obviously I need a job to help pay for bills and everything like that, but I don't want to go into too much detail because this is not a sob story. So, it's just other, family things. And lastly, it's just my school. I'm trying to get myself prepared to go to school, but in order to do that, I need a job. Obviously the job is the biggest thing I've been focusing on because, one, I could use the fucking money. I need the money, man. Like, I feel so I can't do anything, and I'm not going to steal my parents' money. They need that for bills and shit. So, I'm not going to steal that money, but now I'm back. Like I said in my first video, my most recent video, is that my videos probably will not be coming out day to day, but they will be coming out, I'll probably put out a couple of times, a couple during the week. So definitely just stay tuned for those. It'll be a mixture of videos, and I'll explain more about my future content in a little while. Now, a lot of people who do post WoW videos, it's all about the retail, arena videos or raiding videos or something to that sort. And I felt that I wanted to be a little bit different and put up some, PvP, some, action, but on a private server. And it's a very decent private server, actually. There aren't very many bugs. It's awesome because there's custom gear, friendly people. There's quite a few bunch of fucking trolls, but, in every game or every server or whatever, you're always going to find those trolls, so what can you do about it? Nothing, just, tag along with them. Hey, I troll the trolls. Shit, that's just how that shit works. But the benefit of using a private server versus retail servers is that it is free. That is the one thing. I'm not bashing on retail. I loved retail. I played retail for about 4.5, 5 years, from vanilla to all the way up to Cataclysm, although I did skip Burning Crusade. So, I loved retail, but honestly, it's expensive and it adds up, especially for people who are real tight in, real tight money situations. So, I searched for servers for a while, and I finally came across a couple, and one of them is this server that I'm currently playing on. It's ZhyperWow.com. If you watch my videos, I'll place it in the annotation up in the top left corner. Click that button, and it'll take you to my description of the Zhyper WoW server. And then if you also click on the annotation in the right-hand corner, this also will explain to you how to download Zhyper WoW. and it goes into grave detail in there, so I'm not going to go ahead and bother going over that. Another thing about the private servers is that you can almost always find older versions, because the newer versions are never really up yet, and if they are, there's a lot of bugs that go into those servers because it's still under development. You know, like Molten WoW, which is the #1 Wrath of the Lich King private server, it is absolutely fucking amazing. They're actually, on February 1st, they are creating a Cataclysm server. And with the staff and development that Molten WoW has, they're going to make sure that it's the best of the best when it comes to the Cataclysm private servers. So I am psyched as shit for that, because I loved Cataclysm. Well, 4.0.6. After that, I hated it, but you know, what can you do? So I loved it, like I said, and it's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. So, you know, it's going to be one hell of a ride. But, you know, that's the biggest thing, is that a lot of people who don't like Cataclysm, these private servers gives you a chance to go back to what you guys want. You know, if you loved Wrath of the Lich King, hell, there are so many servers for Wrath. If you loved BC, there's a couple for Burning Crusade, and if you loved Vanilla, there's one that's for Vanilla. That shit brings back fucking memories. I played that shit for a while, and it brought back so much memories, especially the PvP system, where you have to, you know, in order to get the PvP gear, you have to rank yourself up. You know, you go private, corporal, all the way up to field marshal, and shit like that. And that shit, it was great. It's not as popular of a server, but it definitely is pretty badass. I loved it. It was great, you know. And also, there's more variety in private servers, because private servers, they allow, you know, because there are developers out there who, you know, like adding custom servers. Like, one of the servers that I play on is called Eternal WoW. They have a level 255 fun server. I'll probably put a video out there of, you know, me leveling up, you know, one of my characters or something like that. I don't know. But it's a level 255 fun server, and it definitely adds a lot more variety to the game. So if you're tired of, you know, leveling up to 80 or leveling up to 85, and you want to do something totally different, you know, you want complete customization, definitely look into Eternal WoW. If you have more questions, send me a comment, send me a message, and I will definitely hook you up. I will create a video, hell, I don't care, it doesn't matter to me, shit, I'll do what I can, you know, but at the same time, you know, it's nice, because I loved Wrath of the Lich King. I didn't do all of what I could have done, but I did do a lot of, you know, I did some raiding. I never downed LK, but I did, you know, start an ICC, and I took down Maragar, and I took down Lady Death Whisper and Sarafang, you know, but I never got to LK or any of the other bosses because I had shit going on at the time. You know, things have been real stressful, and plus I'm a kid, you know, so I've got a life. For the most part. Not so much anymore, but I used to when I was in school, you know, so I couldn't do as much. But private servers are great, just as retail is great. I love retail. It was a lot of fun. It really was. But at the same time, I just like the variety, you guys. The variety definitely makes it worth it, because there are people out there who do love, you know, trying different things. And this is definitely one of those big ways of trying different things. You know, trying out the 255 fun server, trying out a Cata server that's different, you know. It's well worth looking into for those of you who still wish you could play WoW. You know, you miss Wrath of the Lich King and you don't want to play retail anymore. You know, look into this. Send me a comment. Send me a message, and I will definitely hook you the fuck up. Oh, excuse me. I will definitely hook you the fuck up and see what I can do. You know, I may not be able to give you everything you're looking for, but, you know, I'll do what I can, because that's what, you know, I'm here to help you all out and, you know, make sure that the content y'all want and everything you're looking for is what I'm providing. So, private server versus retail, there are pros and cons about both. Retail, you know, you're obviously staying up to date, and, you know, it's different, you know, because obviously there are a couple of things in retail that I definitely, or that in Cataclysm that I love about Wrath of the Lich King. Especially for me, speciality is fire mages. One of the biggest things is definitely the fact that, one, I can't cast Scorch while moving. I miss that so much. Impact I still love, that's still great and everything, but I miss the fact that I can't cast Scorch while moving. I really do. I loved that. But, you know, what can you do? There really isn't anything you can do about it. So, you know, it's whatever. But I'm definitely not bashing on retail, nor am I bashing on private servers. They've both got their pros and cons. One of the biggest cons about most private servers these days, you guys, is the fact that private servers are normally held in they're European servers. So you do find a lot of people who speak other languages, whether it's Spanish or Czech or Russian or German or French or whatever language, you know, you find them. But you do find people who do speak English, or if they do speak another language, they also do speak English. One thing about the server is that people do speak English, but every now and then you will find others who are Spanish or you know, from Czech or something like that. But in the most part, it's still well worth it, you know. So it's worth trying. At least you guys try, you know. And I can help you out if you need it. Just let me know, and I'll see what I can do. There's my phone. You know, it's I don't really know how to explain it any more than that. It's worth giving a shot. Even if you still play retail, just try it. You know, it's worth it. It's worth giving it a shot, especially if you loved Wrath of the Lich King as much as I did. It's worth giving it a shot. And lastly, I want to go over future content. There are a couple of things under this that I do want to discuss. The first thing is that I just recently found out that the public test round for Cataclysm retail for patch 4.3.2 is still up and running. So I think I might go ahead and go into that and start posting some videos from that, whether it's PvP or PvE. I might try, you know, I might do a couple of the bosses and post some of the bosses from retail, from Dragon Soul, and I might give my opinions and stuff, because I've never really been much of a raider. So it's always been PvP for me, and I want to try out the content because I learned a couple of the boss fights last night, and I figured I'd go ahead and give it a shot. But before I continue, one last thing popped into my head. The benefit about the private servers is that if you are like me and you are almost strictly PvE PvP, private servers are huge on PvP. Most of them are PvP, so it definitely helps. It definitely helps you out, you know. And it's, oh God, is it worth it? You know. So that's the big thing. If you're a big PvPer, this is definitely worth it. That's the last thing I wanted to add onto that. And then also, I'm definitely going to add in some more private server crap. Probably different multiple servers, including this one. I might do a couple of Molten WoWs, and Eternal WoWs. And then I have one Cataclysm server. It's a PvP server. It's called wowdark.com. If you go there, you can check that out. I actually posted a couple videos previously. It was a couple of my first videos on me doing a series that I started but never ended up continuing with because I don't know. I didn't think that it was hitting off as much as I wish it would. If y'all want to go check that out, go to my videos and look for PvE versus PvP and watch those. And if y'all want me to continue, let me know and I'll look into that. But definitely more private server stuff. If y'all want to, you know, rock some Molten WoW, you know, and, you know, hell, we can level a character together. They've got a bunch of servers. They have a 20-time server, two 12-time servers. They've got like a 3-time server, and then they've got a 1-time server. And the 1-time server is literally like you are playing Wrath of the Lich King retail. You know, everything is one times and everything, just like it was in retail. So we can do that, or we can rock the PvP server that they have. And the cool thing about the PvP server on Molten WoW is that it's just like it would be if you were rocking regular retail. You start off with Furious Gladiator, and then from there you move to Relentless, then Wrathful. And in order to do that, you need to do Arena. So if you're that kind of experience where you love arenas and stuff, hell, we can give that a shot. I'm far from the best in Arena. Arena's never really been my thing, but it's worth giving a shot. You know, I'll look into that. Just let me know what y'all want. That's cool. And, you know, with that said, I think I might want to do some dual commentaries, because it's a new thing for me, and I'd love to. I've had a couple of people come to me and be like, hey, let's do a dual commentary, but we never got around to doing it. So now that I'm back and I'm more focused, we can definitely look into doing that. Just send me a message or something like that. Or, if you want, we can do it on here. We can do a PvP dual commentary. Just find me in game. My character's name is Tryaniss, Tryaniss. I will post it in the description. And this is on the Zhyper WoW Zhyper WoW private server that this video is currently playing on. Yes, it is a different character. Actually, I had to create a character because I accidentally deleted him. But it's cool. It's whatever. So search me up, look me up, see if I'm on. If I am, hook me up. Let me know if you want to play, if you want to do a dual commentary, if you just want to do some PvP together. Hell, I love doing that, man. Or woman, fine, but doesn't matter. Just let me know. I think it'd be awesome. It'd be a lot of fun. So just hook me up with that. Let me know. Hey, do you want to record, some PvP together? Do you want to do a dual commentary? I do have Skype, so, add me on there. My Skype is bittersweet, BITTERSWEET .memories, MEMORIES 35. That will also be in the description. Add me on there, and if I'm ever on, look me up, and we can do whatever y'all want. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So, it's just, I feel that private servers are worth it. They're definitely worth it because, like I said, more variety, it's free, it gives you the option to, open up and just play some new content or some older versions of content, and it's just, I personally feel that it's well worth it due to the fact that it brings back memories, that's for sure. When I played Phoenix, which is the vanilla WoW server, I remember back when enhancement shamans, when they used two-handed weapons, they could tank, for God's sake, because their main stat wasn't agility, it was strength, and you know how strength adds block. Enhancement shamans, they used to be able to tank. They had the capability of doing so. And so, that's definitely something that brought back a lot of memories, other than the fact that, the PvP system, I loved that PvP system. I wish it was still around, but they did it because a lot of people complained about it and stuff like that. But yeah, I loved that PvP system. It required a little more challenge. It had a little more challenge to it. But at the same time, the fact that you don't have to do that, other than doing arenas these days, is how you get the best gear. I thought it was awesome. And then another thing that I loved about vanilla so much was the raiding system. Raiding was so difficult back then. 40 mans were a lot. Like, I'm glad they removed 40 mans because that's a lot to handle. But the 25 mans, those were great. 25-man molten cores, etc. I remember my guild was like the first, was like the 5th guild in the world to down Ragnaros when back when Vanilla WoW was around. So just, it brings back a lot of memories. Just like for those of you who loved Burning Crusade, I can give you the link to the Burning Crusade private servers, and you can check those out. Or if you just want a couple of my references towards Wrath of the Lich King PvP servers or PvE servers, because there are a couple that are both, let me know. I can look them up for you. Eternal WoW, that has a mix of PvP servers, PvE servers, and that level 255 custom fun server. Definitely worth it. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of farming involved though, so that's something you gotta get used to. If you're not one who loves farming, don't. Not happening. Don't do that because there's so much farming on that fun server. But in this server, there's a little bit of farming, but you're PvPing, so it's fun. Just like you do in retail, you're still farming in retail. You're farming honor. In this, you're farming badges and honor. So it's a lot of fun. I figured I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, you guys, because the video is coming to an end. I hope that you did enjoy this video, and if you do have some questions, please let me know, and I will see what I can do, because it will be well worth it. See ya.